moshpitpassion, for the passion of music.
Okay, hi, I'm Toby from moshpitpassion, and we are from Germany, and we will record our interview and we'll put it on YouTube in some days. So I hope it's okay for you.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Okay. Good. Yeah, thank you for your time. Where can I find you right now? Are there, besides interviews and so on, still things to do for the release of your new album?
Yeah, I think we just started most of the interviews. We have done some, but now we have like scheduled
Yeah.
Zoom interviews, and I think it's getting getting even more bigger when it comes near the album release.
Yeah, yeah. And are other things to do at the moment for the release, or is everything fine with the record?
I think everything is. We're just waiting to tour to start or playing live
Yeah.
shows. I think we have some small details
Yeah.
like interviews and maybe we have to maybe shoot one video, but mostly it's done, and now it's time to enjoy the album and everything we did with the album. And I'm really curious how the people will react for the new album.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I've heard it, and I love it. Yes, I'm not only the two singles, Light and Shadows and Bones. I've heard the rest of it too, and yeah, I like it very much. Yes.
That's great to yeah. Yeah, it's always exciting times like this because there isn't many people that have like really listened to the album yet, so
Yeah.
you really don't know what our fans are gonna think, but we are satisfied. So
Yeah, I'm fan of you since I think 25 years, and yes, as a fan, I can say it's a very good record. Yes.
nice, thanks.
Yeah, on 26th of September you will release the album, I think. Can you tell us what is the album about? Is there a common thread running through the album, a theme which runs through all the songs, or is there nothing like this?
Well, there is no big story behind the album, so it's not like a thematic album. It's just stories or poems that Pekka Kainulainen wrote for us.
Yeah.
Of course, before he started to write new stuff for us, we had a chat with him. We sat together like we usually do. We just talk what is happening in our lives or what is happening around the world, all the interesting topics that we are going on at that point, and that's a great inspiration for Pekka when he starts to do new album for us. And Pekka is always using lots of inspiration from his dreams or from his past life, of course, from Kalevala and from the old folklore from Finland. And this time, the stories you can find from this album, they reflect to Pekka's life, what he is going through at this point.
Yeah, okay. And is it it's the music at first there, and then Pekka comes with the text, or is it otherwise? What is the running order? I think. Do you create the music and then Pekka says, okay, this text fits on the music, or how does it work?
To be honest, the way that we are working as a band, it's really stupid because there is no, well, with this album, Pekka gave his lyrics for me maybe 2 years ago, something like this. So he did everything without any music. So that's kind of weird way to work. And for me personal, as a singer, it's really hard work because the original lyrics are always in Finnish. Then we have to translate it to English, and then we had to arrange music and the lyrics together to make a whole album. There are better ways to work, but this is how we do. This is how we work in Amorphis, and that's how it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's always been like music comes first as a band, and kind of make like instrumental songs. Of course, we know they will be singing, but no idea what kind of singing. So I think Tommy and Pekka is working with the lyrics like separately. Of course, maybe Tommy has shared some like feelings or about some themes of the albums beforehand, but anyway, it's like separate thing, and it's kind of funny how well things limit together. Like in the end, like I think Tommy picks the certain lyrics to certain songs just by feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how it normally goes. I think they work really well this way as well. Of course, there's a lot of work, but I think it sounds like they're meant to be that song, or other way.
Okay. And difficult question, I think, but do you have your own favorite, a known favorite song on this new album for yourself, or can't you say something, a special song that you love the most at the moment?
Well, I just listened the whole album today before these interviews, because I haven't been listening the album that many times. I've listened it a couple of times when we had these pre-listening sessions, and of course, when I heard the mix first time, I gave a couple of spins for the album, but it's kind of weird that you don't remember all the songs we recorded. So I tried to do my homework, so to speak. I think my favorite ones are maybe the Bones.
Yes.
That's really heavy song, and I also like the Lanter. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit more progressive than the other songs from the album, and also it's really, there is really nice like a dialogue between guitar and keyboards on that song.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting piece of art. And maybe also Tempest. It's really slow and melancholic, but lyric wise, I think it's really optimistic, and for me personally, it's like a power song that gives me good feelings and good strength.
Yeah.
Well, for me, the hardest thing now is like remember the song's real titles, because we have been working with the working titles.
Okay. Yeah.
So I still haven't like learned the real titles, but I don't know. I think it's maybe good thing that I cannot actually name my favorites, because so far I think that whatever like 5 songs we will pick to the future set list, it's okay to me, because I think they're all kind of strong. But if I have to name, well, Tempest, I remember the title. That's nice. I think it's nice, like a kind of slow song. I don't know, but and also Despair, the last song. I think it like returns us to the not that happy side, as some of the album songs are. But I think the whole album is like quite strong. That's how now. But of course, when you start to play them live, you can maybe change your like opinions about which song is a favorite to play live.
Yeah. For me, it was Fog to Fog and The Strange.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. As you produced this album first time with Jakob Hansen. Or Jakob Hansen was the producer. How did the collaboration become about, and what is different than before, or what was different than before when you worked with him?
Well, I think biggest difference was Jens Bogren, who did 3 last albums. He was very like perfectionist and very like strict to details and stuff. So in a way, we were expecting that kind of working this time again. So maybe we were a little bit more like prepared that all the songs will cut into pieces, and then we add things and changing the tones or changing notes or whatever. But it wasn't like that. Jacob was like, okay, you do your job, go to play, and I will record. And okay, so I think you can hear it because I think it's more relieved, like the band playing, and I think this is more like band album than in a few records, because there isn't actually that much which has been like changed from original demos or original ideas. And also we didn't use that much orchestral things. There is some, but it's more like background, not like in the top of the music. So very different. I like both styles of producers. Like I like it when it's very like perfectionist. Then I know that I don't have to stress that much. But also I like this. I think Jacob's biggest thing was, of course, taking the right takes and also having a good atmosphere when recording, and of course mixing. And mixing, I think it sounds really good and fresh.
Mhm. How does songwriting works at Amorphis? Is there some kind of mastermind in your band and says, okay, I have all the ideas, or nearly all the ideas, and the others only have some little parts put it together, or if has everyone or are there several members who creates the music and you put it together?
I think we all are like doing the music, but it's like in the end we have like 25 or 30 songs, because almost all of us are writing songs.
Yeah.
But then we make it easy to ourselves to let the producer choose the songs, like which we actually record and which end up to the album.
Okay.
And by that, but anyway, I think Santeri and Esa are like most productive guys, and most likely their songs will end up to actual album as well, because I think they have a like kind of more straight line of what they think. I think other guys' songs can be like a little bit that and a little bit that. I don't know if it's good or bad, but that's how it normally works.
Okay. Yeah. And you are 35 years now as a band, as Amorphis, since 1990. And has the songwriting process changed over these years, or was it nearly the same 35 years ago, or is there progress to see in this part?
Yes, because when we started, there wasn't any like we didn't have any Pro Tools or home studios, so we just went to rehearsing place, and one guy had like, I have this riff, and what should become next, and somebody is like, how about this, and and it sounded like if it sounded fun or good, then it was there, and afterwards thinking it created some kind of a progressive feeling as well. But nowadays it's different because everybody have a home studio, so
Yeah. Okay.
they bring the more like readier song to the table, and yeah, it's very different nowadays, but yeah, in good and bad.
Okay, yeah. Let's talk about the album cover. It's quite different from style to the last 3 albums. It's I think from a Dutch artist, from Merrill van Hasteren. I have take a closer look at the album cover, and is there in that was in the people who are shown, or the swan in the middle, is there a deeper meaning, or is it so that everyone can search his own story in this picture, or did you have a deeper meaning who you want to transportate with this cover?
Well, we have some persons in our minds when we started to figure out who is going to do a cover art for this album. And Maralt, we really loved what he's been done before us, and he's been using lots of animals in his art, and that is really interesting because we also have had some animals in our covers.
Yeah.
But I think everything you see on the cover, it's inspired by the album. I talked a lot with Maralt when we started to do this album cover, and I really like this style because the previous albums were quite geometric and different. I really loved those albums too, but we wanted to have something different on this one. So this is more like a painting.
Yes.
And Maralt is really into old myths and in Finland he is really into Kalevala stories and old beliefs and stuff like that. So he was a good person for doing this cover for us. He had some ideas, and then we started to build up this picture. And the swan in the middle, I think this idea came last. He wanted to have something really powerful in the middle of the cover. So then he had an idea to put the swan there. Sometimes when you work with some people who are not from Finland, they have some different ideas about what is forest, how does forest look like. And for us as a band, it's really important that we find ourselves in this art, so to speak. So everything you see on the cover, it reminds a little bit of Finland, and that's important for us also. And actually, the whole picture is bigger than you can see on the cover. It continues to the back cover, so the whole picture is really beautiful and big one, and there is so nice, beautiful details here and there, and it's going to be fantastic when we start to tour. We can use this beautiful art also on stage, so really looking forward for that.
Okay. You'll be releasing the new album in many vinyl versions on CD, as a bundle, different things you can buy as a fan. I gather from this that physical record sales are very important for you. Other artists often says, okay, digital is enough, or one CD, one vinyl version, or something like this. But you go another way. Is it so that this physical music or records are an important thing for your fans to give them?
I think we have been around like that many years, so some of our fans are like having everything physical, and some of fans, they're saying that, well, they might listen to it from digital versions, but they still want to have it, the whole thing. And I think it's important to us as well, because we still think that like when we are building the album track order and things, like we still think it's the A side and B side.
Yeah, okay.
That kind of not like one that we would just release one song there then and then, but I think it's still important to us, like having one big thing, like 10 songs or whatever, and it's like the whole thing. And to me personally, it's important as well. Like I feel like it's a real album when I have it in my hand.
Yeah, I feel it feels you get more when you also get the physical album. If it's just music, it's not the whole art, so to speak. And I think people love the feeling when they have the real album in their hands,
Yes.
and they can see the pictures, and also they know that they've been supporting us as a band if they've been following us like 20 years. I think there are lots of people who want to really support band, and the good way to support band is to buy the final art, the whole package. And
Yes.
of course there are some hardcore fans who want to have all different versions of the album. It's a nice hobby to have. It's quite expensive though, but
Yes.
I totally understand that people want to have different packages and different special editions, and you know, it's great that you can offer something more for those fans who want some more.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I can still remember when I was like kid, and I bought like a Power Slave from Iron
Ah,
Maiden.
yeah.
The half of the experience was the like watching the artwork and lyrics and everything, because yeah, you can find it there, the lyrics as well. Like somebody sometimes somebody is complaining like he cannot find the lyrics for some song, but it's
Yeah. Yeah. I can understand. Yes.
in a physical version, of course.
Yeah. After releasing the new album, you will go on Europe tour with Arch Enemy, Elevati, Gatecreeper. Will the new I think so. Will the new album will take a big place in your set list on this tour, or will there be a known headliner tour in the next year, for example, where you can throw the spot on the new album?
I guess our stage time will be that short that it's impossible to like add too many songs from new. Of course, few at least, but I think we still have to play like some stuff from 35 years earlier as well, that the fans will like it, of course. But I think after that we will definitely do the headliner tour in Europe as well. But we still don't have any like we haven't published anything,
Okay.
but there will be for sure.
And nice to hear. Yes, I've seen you go on a small tour in Finland in December with the new album. But okay, nice to hear that the next year we will see you in Europe again with the new album. Yes.
For sure.
Okay. I've for the end. I've some short personal questions to the end. Uh, what is your favorite song or album you're listening right now beside the new Borderland?
That's really difficult. What would I say? I cannot name a particular album. I've been listening mostly metal. I was trying to be more open-minded like 20 years ago, and I still love all kind of music, but somehow during the past 10 years I've been listening mostly metal. I really love that we are doing tour with Gatecreeper.
Okay.
I saw them. They played in Helsinki a couple months ago, and they really destroyed the place. Great, simple death metal music, and their latest album is great also. And I also went to see Blood Incantation. They also played here in
Yes, I like
Helsinki.
them.
That's really interesting. The latest album, and the show was great. Such great musicians and such unique concept they have. I've been listening to those two albums quite a lot.
Well, lately, my last like what I find the new band has new to me, but the Ghost, not with the H, but
Okay.
the Ghost, Ghost. Yeah, that sounds very nice, and that's what I just find out like a couple of days ago, and I will see them maybe in some Finland festival.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Helsinki Metal Festival. I think they are there, so gonna watch that.
Okay. Okay, last question. What was your first step in the metal as a young man in the metal genre? When you were young or a young man, what was the first song or album you heard and you say, oh, that's my music? Is there a special?
Well, I don't know if we are talking about metal. I don't know if Iron Maiden or Kiss, those
Yeah.
kind of bands, are they metal or not. I think they were the first one to me. Wasp, Kiss, Iron Maiden, Saxon, Twisted Sister, stuff like that. Maybe it's more like hard rock or
Yeah.
heavy music. But I think the first like metal band, I think it was Metallica maybe, and the first more extreme band that I've listened was maybe Sepultura, and after that came Dayside and Napalm Death and stuff like that. But the first metal band, I think it was Metallica.
Well, to me, it's easy because it happened just in 5 minutes because I was 11 and I saw the I Wanna Be Somebody video
Yeah.
from the Sky Channel. So I was like, what the fuck is this? And it just kept ringing in my head and I had to get that album. And so I started to like listen to music and started to listen metal or heavy music. And after that, of course, came Iron Maiden and Dio, Black Sabbath, bands like this. And like Tommy, it was the same kind of journey. Then came Metallica and Slayer, Carcass, Morbid Angel, something like this. But Wasp was really the first,
Okay.
first love.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, thank you. Thank you for your time. I hope you have a pleasant tour with the other big bands, and I hope to see you. I think not at the tour on with Arch Enemy, but next year I will be hopefully there and can have party with you in the crowd.
Yes.
Okay.
Great. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you for your time and bye.
Moshpit passion, for the passion of music.